moving to Louisiana or expanding here, tell us one of their top 2 concerns is being able to find a skilled employee, a skilled workforce. That's one of their top 2 concerns. So we can now go to companies and say, we've cut taxes, we've reformed ethics, now we guarantee you a skilled workforce. No wonder we're running circles around other states. No wonder last year to this year, 21,000 new jobs were announced, $2.9 billion in private capital expansions were announced. But it doesn't stop there. We've got to continue, and we're moving forward again this year. We've proposed some additional efforts this year. 2/3 of our high school students graduate on time. 6% of our at-risk students go to a GED program and never finish that GED. But there are programs that work. There's a program called Jobs for America's Graduates. Over 95% of their students graduate on time. Over half of their at-risk students finish their GEDs. So instead of just throwing new money, we said, let's take the existing dollars we're spending and expand this program. We built it into something called Employ, with a work-ready certificate and other enhancements, bring it to 14 school districts. We're going to grow this program. We know we've got to do a better job educating our students. I am proud of the fact 17 of our community and technical colleges are among the fastest growing in the country. That's why we're proposing an investment of $65 million this year to expand our community and technical college campuses. I want every student to complete and continue their education. Everything from a technical degree to a community college degree to a 4-year degree to a graduate degree. I want every student to continue their studies in high school and continue studying so they can get those good paying jobs. Our state's not a poor state. I hate that excuse when people say, oh, Louisiana's a poor state. That's nonsense. We're a rich state. Maybe we have poor leadership. We have 30% of the nation's oil and gas. 30% of their fisheries, 5 of the nation's largest ports. We're one of only 2 states with 6 major railroads. But what's going to allow us to compete in tomorrow's economy is not just oil and gas and ports and rivers. It's having the best educated, the most skilled, the most competitive workforce in the entire world. And that's why it's so important we're celebrating our students today and remembering it's important we help support their education. Now, we did other things last session as well. We cracked down on crimes to protect our children. I campaigned when I was here, and I was telling Mike, I remember being in this hall, obviously this parish several times. I remember being in this very hall during a campaign function and talking about the fact that some people get so excited when you can go online and find out these predators who prey on our children live block by block. I told you at the time, that doesn't impress me. I'd rather you went online and find out that they all live in one place. In Angola, far away from all of our children. Well, last year we passed some of the country's toughest laws to protect our children. We're requiring lifetime registration, preventing these monsters from being able to wear masks, give out candy, cracking down on their abuse, using the computers to go after our children, closing loopholes in the laws. Now we're back again this year saying that they shouldn't be allowed to own and operate daycare facilities, allowing for post-release, post-sentence involuntary containment in a mental health facility, and other reforms to make sure we're doing everything possible to protect our children. But I was so disappointed in the Supreme Court last year. You may have seen this ruling, a 5-4 ruling in the Kennedy case. The United States Supreme Court threw out Louisiana's death penalty for child rapists. They said the punishment wasn't proportional to the crime. You try explaining that to the young girl in this case who was attacked by a 300-pound plus man. Not allowed to get health care for hours. Will never be able to have children as an adult. I'm not allowed to overturn a judicial case, but I can choose when I sign bills of law. So that day I signed a bill of law passed by the legislature that gives judges the option of castration on the first offense, makes it mandatory on the second offense. A reporter asked me, well, Governor, aren't you worried what people are going to think about your state when you do that? I said, absolutely not. What I want them to know is if you intend to harm a child, you'd better stay out of the state of Louisiana. We're going to have the toughest laws in the country to protect our children. I was talking up in Sabine Parish, and May came up to me afterwards and said, Governor, I heard you talk. He said, those jobs you were talking about, those civil service jobs? I said, sir, I'm confused. What are you talking about? I didn't mention, are you looking for a job? He goes, no, that castration bill. Are those civil service jobs? Did you take volunteers? I said, no, they got medical professionals who do that. I said, well, I'm a grandfather. You wouldn't have to pay me anything. I'd do it for free. We did other things last year. We submitted a proposal to the federal government to overhaul our health care system. We spend more in this state and get worse results. You know, we are the 4th worst state when it comes to non-emergency use of our emergency funds. We can save $350 million a year, thousands of lives, by providing better access to primary preventive care. Unfortunately, in Louisiana, like so many states, we basically tell people, if you don't have a job, we'll give you free health care. If you get a job, we won't help you. Now, how in the world does that make sense? Over half the families that are uninsured in our country are in families with jobs. You go 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to the emergency rooms, you're going to find families with kids who work during the day that can't afford to go see a doctor or a nurse. And that's ridiculous. We all pay when that happens. So we propose an overhaul of our healthcare system, sent to the federal government to say, let's move away from a one-size-fits-all system. We want to increase coverage and access for tens of thousands of Louisianans by saying it's not all or nothing, but rather we'll work with families to help them afford the coverage. If they can pay something, if their employer can pay something, we'll try to meet them partway. There were other things we did last year, but I want to talk to you a little bit about the results and then talk about the next year, the challenges we face next year. A little bit about the results. I've talked a little bit about the economic numbers. 3 companies moved their headquarters in Louisiana. We got a new Fortune 1000 company headquartered. We got a new Fortune 500 company headquartered here, thanks to an acquisition. And just an example of some of the announcements: $350 million in clean coal technology in our state. The North America's first modular construction facility for the modular components for the nuclear industry, 1,400 jobs in our state. North America's first biodiesel refinery, cleanest of its kind, uses food byproducts to make clean biodiesel. I love this announcement. The CEO and one of the former CEOs of Tyson Chicken was actually down here. It was Don Tyson himself. Came down and was explaining the whole process. He said, Governor, we're not even going to raise the cost of food. We're going to use the food byproducts to make diesel, and if you look at it, it's just as clear as water. He said, we're going to use all those inedible parts of the chicken to make fuel. I said, well, that's great. I just got one question. I understand this whole process, but what's the inedible part of the chicken? I thought you were supposed to eat the whole bird. He goes, no. There's fat and stuff that goes to the landfill. We're going to make diesel. I was excited to EA. Electronic Arts announced they were putting their first North American Quality Assurance Center right here in Louisiana. We're now the 3rd best state in the country to make movies. Last year was a record year for Louisiana. We also want to set a record when it comes to growing the digital media economy. We know those jobs pay more and it's growing even more quickly than the rest of the economy. There were other economic development announcements. This year alone, the last few weeks, you've seen the steel industry expand here. You've seen the healthcare industry announce expansions here. You've seen the Air Force say they could bring 1,000 jobs to Barksdale. You're seeing expansion announcements all over the state. So even in this national economy, we're able to outperform the national economy. Now, we're not immune to it. We know that we're going to face challenges, and certainly we need our national economy to recover. And I'll tell you, I absolutely believe our best days as a country and as a state are ahead of us, not behind us. I don't agree with all the policies of Washington. I do think that spending too much, I worry about the deficit we're passing on to our children and our grandchildren. But I'm a complete optimist about America's future. We've overcome greater challenges before, and I know we'll overcome these challenges. I do think part of it, and I won't talk to you too long about our national economy, I do think part of it is we've got to break our addiction to debt.